My name's Kathryn and I'm a nature photographer from Northern California. I grew up with my two parents and I had a sister. One thing my parents always did was they took us out camping. That was our playland, that was our adventure area. And it wasn't until I discovered photography that I actually got back to that love of nature. I studied child development with a minor in sociology, and I always enjoyed helping people. My husband and I led camps. We took kids that had never ridden bikes and we took them bike riding. We took kids that had never been camping. In 2014, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. During that time, I opened an Instagram and I started with my phone taking photos. I was in so much shock that I was unable to recognize a lot of the beauty in the world. I was just going through so much where you can't appreciate the small things anymore. I loved it with my phone taking photos, but as soon as I got my first camera, I was hooked because within that viewfinder, I found a world. You could frame it however you want and you kind of direct the story, but it's already there. This nature has this for all of us, so much beauty. I always thought you look at Instagram and you see people are going all over the world and seeing the Taj Mahal and the Leaning Tower of Pisa and all these places. And I thought, well, I'm just up here in Northern California. But then I realized I have this beautiful oak tree in a field. That lone oak tree was my sanctuary. That was my shooting spot. I cannot tell you how many photos I shot of this oak tree. The day I started chemo, the oak tree fell. And I created a photo recently. I curled up with branches of it because I wanted to bring that symbolism to life, that was my sanctuary. One of the things from my cancer surgery is I did lose my breast, and within that surgery, I got a frozen shoulder. So I can't lift my arm. The Sony A07R3 is ergonomically perfect. I can shoot with one hand if I need to, and it's lightweight. I just got the 24-70 G Master, which had been my dream lens, and I shoot a lot of wide angle with the Sony 1635. And I also take the RX100 because it's portable and you can take it in your pocket. I went to this town once called Fort Bragg in California, and on the way there was a tree tunnel. And only when you look back after you pass through it, there was light streaming in, just gorgeous. And so I took a picture. You can't even see the road. It doesn't look like anything man-made in the photo, of the reflection, the light, the trees. I love that because all of those things are things that bring me happiness and peace. What I try to do with my photos, I try to bring hope to people, or beauty, the same beauty that I was able to see. If I get a message saying, you put the perfect message in your caption or the perfect photo to go with it, and it lifted my spirits today, that gives me the motivation to keep going for probably at least another month.